Hi everybody, this is a very short cat in a Santa hat video. Quick and easy to make. I know I say that about all of them, but really this one is. And also another good one to do with the kids. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with this. And I want to point out on my blush, that's a little sponge on the right hand side where I just kind of um, take off the excess, brush off the excess of blush when I put the blush on, because someone had asked me about that, so I just wanted to point that out, that that is just a little sponge. All right, let's get started, and we're going to start with the Santa hat. And the Santa hat is going to be upside down, and we're going to do our triangle shape. There you go, tapered log, and shape it into a hat. And we've done this shape many times when we make hats, except this time it's going to be upside down. Kind of curve it at the end, as you can see. And I am recording the narration for this on May 18th, 2020. We are still in the pandemic. I did this was one of my first videos I ever did when I had Ornament Academy, and I was still learning how to do the lighting and everything, and actually I'm still learning, but that is why you're seeing the flickering lights, and probably why I have not edited it as well as I should have. I should have edited that empty section out right there. But now we're going to start with making the cat. We're going to do the cat's body first. And now do the cat's body before you add the white of the hat. You don't want to add the cat's body on top of the white of the hat, because everything works together to keep the ornament stable, and I don't know, so it doesn't fall apart on you. You want to put that on top of that one, and then we're going to put the white of the hat across that. So half of the white, or partially part of the white, will be on top of the cat, and we're going to press that on, and that holds everything together, as you can see. And it also makes it look better. It looks like you have a little dimension there where the cat is inside the hat. Now we're going to do the cat's arms. I know I call it arms. It's really the cat's legs. Another thing I forgot to do, you see my paper clip up there. I always tell you in the newer videos to cut your hook before you start. So, but we haven't done that here. And for the cat's hat, we're going to roll a ball of white. And we're going to do 2 teardrop shapes for his ears, or her ears, and just press them on really well. Now I'm adding the hook before I add the ears, because if I add it after I put the ears on, I might squish the ears, so you don't want to do that. And also, I did not show you, I didn't close up that space up there in the hook, so make sure you do that. And blend in your ears. Then we're going to texture them. And I'm just using a knitting needle, and this is a pretty thin knitting needle. You can use a thicker one if you want. See, and I'm making it, I didn't like it, I'm making it a little bit more open with the end of my paintbrush. I've never had a white cat. We have a totally black cat here now and a black and white cat, but I've never had a cat that was all white. And trust me, I've had a lot of cats and a lot of dogs. We're putting the end on. Now, if you personalize this, of course, the name will go on the brim of the hat, and if they want the year on it, that will go in the ball of the hat. And I am making a scarf, and this also will help keep the head on the ornament, because you have to make sure everything is pressed on and bonded together well. I was just taking off a speck of clay there. Well, I dropped my mouse, and that's the little bang you heard, and I had to stop and go pick it up. And I hope I'm recording over all the noises because it didn't stop. But as we're doing this, as you can see, I've added on the holly leaf, and I'm texturing them. And you don't have to texture them if you don't want to. Just, leave them plain. And I'm going to put the little berry on, as you can see. And I know I don't have to tell you that, but it's kind of obvious. I'm doing a little heart. And to make the little heart, just roll 2 teardrop shapes and press them together. And you can leave the seam in there if you want, or you can just get rid of the seam, blend it out. But I think the seam's okay. And I'm putting a little fringe on the bottom of the scarf, and use your needle tool to do that. You can see this is so easy. And if you're going to do the dog bones for the dogs, make some cats for the cat people. Now, this is one way to do a cat head to make the mouth. There are other ways too. We'll be doing other cats, and you'll see. I think I already did other cats. You can see that in the other videos. This is just an easy way to do it. And of course, you don't have to make the cat white. You can make the cat in any colors you want. Of course, blush before you bake. A light touch, please. I'm putting a few little dots in for where the whiskers would be. Just a light touch. I'm just giving him the little paws. And that's it. And that was quick and easy. And that's why we're called Simply Ornaments, because they're simple and easy to make, and anybody can do it. There he is painted. I painted the eyes on, I put on some whiskers, put some polka dots on his scarf. And look, he's from 3 years ago. He was one of my very first. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will go on to the next one. Thanks. Bye.